Hi friends! Welcome back to another video. My name is Des and today I thought we'd have a little desk chat. The idea for this video kind of came up because I had a lot of random little ideas for videos that didn't seem like they would make a full video, so I figured I would just do them all in one smaller video. And then I could kind of talk to you about some of my other hobbies as well, maybe, and if you're not interested you can skip those parts, but yeah. So first, I thought we could open this month's Stickii Club pack. I absolutely love that they do these fun envelopes now. They're so cute. Also, I really tried to open this one nicely and ended up ripping the entire thing. So yeah, but isn't this so cute? Last month I cut out all of the little bits to like use in my journal and stuff, so I might have to do that again. But this is what the pack looks like. This is the pop pack for October, and it's called Fall Vibes. So the first thing it comes with is this little notebook. It's very cute. And then it also comes with these stickers, these little corner stickers, and you put one, they're made so that you could put one on this corner and then one on the opposite side. So I will do that later. And then it comes with this little stamp. Very cute. And then stickers. I'm really excited about this pack. I'm probably going to use this one in November a ton. Yeah, I'm so excited. Look how pretty. They're so cozy. I always love like a cafe or coffee themed sticker sheet too. Oh, this one's really pretty. These stickers have like a little bit of a sheen to them too. They're super pretty. And these ones are very cute. I love when the packs have like a variation of smaller items and bigger stickers too. It makes decorating pages so fun. And I love the little gold accents on there. This one is very New York. And also there's a wiener dog, which I love. And then the last sticker sheet is this one, the little forest theme. It's very cute. So yeah, I'm super excited to use these. I can't wait. Also, actually, this one I could use now. This is very like October and witchy. So I'm gonna set that aside because I actually want to use it before next month. So I'm gonna set this aside with my other stickers. I also wanted to do like a little flip through in this MD Daily Pocket notebook because I used a Stickii Club pack to decorate all of September, and I was super consistent in September minus a couple of days, so I wanted to share it with you. So this is the 1st of September, and I really loved the way that I decorated all of these pages. I also did a video, it was 2 videos ago I think, a decorate with me filling out pages in this journal if you wanted to watch and see how I do my decoration. But yeah, I mostly just write about things that happen during my day in here. I call it a daily log. So I just write about things that we did, what we ate, what we watched. This is where I missed a couple of days. I'm gonna have to go back and finish filling them out. Yeah, I missed a few days here. And then the 30th, I did fill out. And then October, I haven't done at all because I was out of town and I've just been really busy. So I haven't been doing it in here this month, which is unfortunate. Maybe I will just go pick up where I left off. So like today's the 20th. So maybe I'll move this here. and I'll try to pick up where I left off on that. But yeah, so that was like a little September flip through. The next thing I wanted to do with you guys is fill this fountain pen. I asked on my Instagram what color we should fill this pen with, and I should have known. I put brown as an option, and like, of course everyone's gonna pick brown. Especially because this is a cream colored pen. It just kind of makes sense. But it was overwhelmingly in favor of brown. However, I have kind of a different brown. This is Monteverde Moonstone. It's kind of like a grayish brown almost, but it's an ink I've been really interested in trying for a while. So I think I'm gonna do that for this one. So we'll ink the pen, and then since I don't have a swatch card made for this ink yet, we'll make one of those, and then we will add it to my ink log journal too, my ink journal. So let's do that. So the way that I like to fill fountain pens is I use converters, and then I have just an ink sample here, and I also like to use a syringe. It makes it so much easier, so much cleaner, but it also helps like prevent mold spreading in your inks and stuff and your pens. So yeah, I really like using a syringe. So just suck up a little bit of ink in here, and then I stick it into the converter, and boom. Ooh, that was like almost perfect. Oops, and this is why I use a rag on my desk. I got a little bit too much in here. That is exactly why I have this rag here. So then Lamys have these two little notches that go into these little notches on the pen, and then twist back on, and there you go. So it usually takes a minute for it to start writing, so we will have to set it aside for a minute. I usually will just like set the pen upside down like this in a cup or something for a little while. I don't have anything on my desk. I'll just put it up here in my little washi tape jar. And while we're waiting for that, we can do the ink swatch. So this is my old ink journal. Yeah, I switched to using a Hobonichi Weeks for this because I pretty much use Hobonichi all the time now. So I thought it would be nice to use Hobonichi paper in my ink journal, but I still use this to do swatches on and stuff. I use it as like a background, and I use it for scribbling and stuff. So let's grab one of these, and this is a Colo ring, like coloring, but Colo ring ink testing book. Got this when I first got into fountain pens, and I really, really love it. It's very handy. So when I use a new ink that I haven't used before, I'll make a swatch card to go with it. I do need a ruler and a pencil. So I mark 2 inches up here, and that's where I put the ink test, and then I do the writing up here at the top. So I also need my dip pen. So I have the Iro Utsushi dip pen by Pilot. I have the medium size nib, and this is what it looks like. I really love this thing. It's very handy. I had a glass dip pen before, and I dropped it too many times and like busted the nib. So that's why I got this one. And I really, really, really love it. It's great. Oh no! I splashed ink. Hold up. Oh man. Good thing this desk is like dark. But that was a huge oopsie. Oh, that makes me so mad. Why did I do that? Okay, we're all right. It's all better. Okay, so I usually do like the writing first, and this is Monteverde Moonstone. So I just dip that in there, and since the ink sample bottles are so little, I usually get it all over this part of the pen, so I like to wipe that off as well. So Monteverde Moonstone. Yes, this is kind of like a grayish brown. Oh, that looks really cool. I really, really like that. And then to do the swatch down here, I use just a paintbrush. Just kind of whatever you have around works. And then I just swipe it on here. This usually gives me a pretty good idea of how like the ink flow is, depending like how much ink I have to use to get a good swatch. So this one almost seems like it might be a little bit dry because I had to really get the paintbrush soaked in order to get it to go on to the card. Yeah. And I like to like layer it up in different ways and stuff so that you get to see like if there's shading too. So it's still wet, but this definitely looks more brown down here than the writing did. Wow, this is really pretty. I like that a lot. Hopefully it writes well in my pen because that pen is an extra fine nib. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not too like scratchy or anything. And I'm gonna go clean these really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, almost forgot. We actually want to do a swatch of this in my ink journal too. I do something similar in here. So I believe I wanted to do Monteverde Moonstone in this first spot. So you can see here that I've written out some of the pens that I've inked, but I haven't like done their actual swatch. So here's what a completed page looks like. And then I'd write here on the right hand side the date and the pen that I inked it with. And these are just samples. So I'm not too worried about having like a lot of room. Yeah, so I wanted to put Monteverde Moonstone up here on the top left. And I'm trying to remember how I did these. I might have used like the tip of a paintbrush. Yeah, I think that's what I did to do these swatches. So we can do that again. Yeah, I think this is what I did. Yes. And then I put a couple little dots like that. And then I just write the name again. Yeah. I haven't done this very much and it's been a while, so still kind of figuring out how I like it to look. Oh wow, I really like this color. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. So here's the swatch on the Hobonichi paper. It's honestly like a really deep brown. I did not expect that, really. And then here's the swatch card dried. I'm really excited to see what it looks like in this pen. So let me move these out of the way again, and then we'll check the pen. So there was green in this pen before, so it's still coming out green. So we're gonna have to write past that. It usually takes a little while for the color to become more true. It's starting to turn more brown now. And that like green tinge is starting to leave. Sometimes I'll wait a few days to like write the date in the pen in my journal, just because sometimes it takes a few days for the previous color to kind of write out of it. But I think that this is actually pretty true to the brown now. I think that green is mostly gone. Yeah, perfect. So today is October 20th. So I will write 10, 20, and I should write 2024 on there, but I didn't leave myself room. I wasn't really thinking about it. And then this is my Lamy Safari cream with an EF nib. And it actually is writing super smooth. The ink I had in here before was pretty scratchy in there, and yeah, I think the color looks pretty accurate now after all that scribbling. I really like this. This is a really different brown for me. I quite like how that turned out. I'm excited to use this. So that's basically how I use my ink journal. I also played with the idea of adding like the ink names in here, which maybe I will go back and do later. Actually, I can do it with this pen. What day did I put that on? December 12th? Let's just do it right now. I usually like to do it with a dip pen, so that way I don't have like other colors coming through, like the green that was previously in here, but I think that it's going to write pretty accurate. So I'll just use this pen because I'm not too worried about it. So Monteverde. These boxes are so small. And it's called Moon Stone. So this is kind of like an index for my inks. Yeah. So that's basically how I use my old Hobonichi weeks for an ink journal. And I kind of just add this to wherever it makes sense. I think maybe just in the back or here. Let's see. Maybe I can reorganize these a little bit. Do it like this. I think that'll work. So that you go kind of like the black at the back and then into the browns. Wow, these three look really pretty together. That's Monteverde Moonstone, J. Herbin Le Détail, and Monteverde Joy Sepia, which are some of my favorite brown inks for sure. So the other things that I wanted to show you are kind of related to my other hobbies. So I've recently gotten back into knitting again, and this is a project bag that I made several years ago now. And yeah, I think this is like one of the first project bags that I made, and it's really cute. I love it. It's still one of my favorites. So I'm knitting a triangle shawl right now. This is like my second ever knitting project. I've made like little squares and stuff to practice, and then I made a scarf once, and yeah, now I'm trying a shawl. This is the Easy Triangle Shawl by Noble Knits. I came across it on YouTube when I was just looking for a super simple shawl to try, and yeah, it's been really good. I picked it because it was so easy to do and easy to get started on. So it required just one ball of Lion Brand mandala yarn. So it's this self-striping, color-changing yarn. And this ball like barely fits in this bag, so I don't like really want to pull it all the way out. But this colorway is called Chimera. I think it's the same one that they use in the tutorial. And yeah, this is like my first project that I've used circular needles on. It's still knit back and forth, but using a cable is still really new to me. And these are also definitely the smallest needles I've ever used. And I've also never used metal knitting needles. I've only used like wooden straight needles. So this felt like a really good project for me to try and like learn some new techniques and try some new stuff. So let me stretch this out for you on the cable. Oh wow, this has actually gotten a lot bigger than I realized. It's grown a lot. I've been working on this for maybe like a couple of weeks so far, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm really enjoying it, and it's really fun every time I get to like a color change. And yeah, I think it just looks really nice, and I'm kind of, you know, practicing keeping my gauge consistent. And yeah, I also messed something up in here. I think it was on the other side. Somewhere in here, you can't really even tell anymore. I messed something up, and I asked in the knitting subreddit if someone could tell me what I did, and they did, and they were like, you should try laddering down and fixing it. And I was maybe like 6 rows above where the problem was, and so I watched a few videos on like laddering down to fix missed stitches and stuff like that, and I did it. So I was like really proud of myself for figuring it out, and I can't even really tell where the problem was anymore. Yeah, so I'm not like worried about this being perfect, obviously. This is my first ever shawl and one of my, you know, first knitting projects, so I'm pretty happy with it. I think that it's gonna look nice when it's finished, and I'm having a lot of fun working on it too. And I feel like I'm learning so much about knitting and about the stitches and construction and things like that. So yeah, I think this was like a really good second project for me. So that's what I'm working on right now. And of course that sparked in me like the urge to knit and crochet more. I've been crocheting for a few years now and have really wanted to learn to knit for quite a while, and I really one day want to make socks. That's why I'm excited to learn like the smaller needles and the circular needles, and I want to learn how to like knit in the round next too, because I tried knitting socks a while ago and I just could not get it. It was like too many things at once that I was trying to learn and trying to, you know, get comfortable holding the needles and deal with the cord, and so it was just a lot. So I feel like this is perfect like step in the right direction. And so for my next project, I want to try making scrunchies, like knit scrunchies, and do them in the round. I've made scrunchies before, like crochet, and I just will make like a strip and then sew it up. But I've seen some videos on constructing a scrunchie where you knit it in the round, And this is another project bag I made. My quilting is not great, obviously, but I really like this one. I think it's super cute. So I did get some yarn. This is Lion Brand Kobu. It's a 50% cotton, 50% bamboo rayon. So it's a lightweight yarn and needs US 6 needles. So I also picked up these Big Twist interchangeable needles in the size US 6. Those are the same needles in a different size that I'm using for my other project, and I have bought their interchangeable cords too. I was really excited when I saw that Big Twist, like at Joann's, had circular knitting needles, like interchangeable ones, and so I jumped on them. But the sizing is like super off. This is supposed to be a 40 centimeter cord, and I've written on here that it's actually more like 18. Because I pulled this out and I was like, there's no way. There's no way that's 40 centimeters. And it's not. Yeah, I've bought one in every size. So I have the 100 centimeter and the 80 centimeter as well. And those are both 60 centimeters about. So I'm not sure what's up with their sizing. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that. But they also make connectors for their cords. So I do have some on my shawl one. I have 2 of the 100 centimeter ones connected together to actually get like enough space. Yeah, and I have it like connected with one of those little interchangeable little guys. So I might have to get more of those, which is a little bit frustrating that they're not the size that they say they are, but it saved me from having to buy like a whole set, and I can just get a few. They also don't have a ton of sizes yet, but I'm hoping they expand that line a little bit. Also got these Big Twist little point protectors. I have the dual one where both needles go into the same point protector on that project, but they can be super fiddly. So I wanted some that were like individual for each needle. So I got those, and I got another one of these retractable tape measures also because I have one and I'm always misplacing it. So I thought it would be nice to have 2. So hopefully I can keep track of it a little better. And so I have these in here because this is kind of for my scrunchie project. But I also got some other yarn from Joann's. I also got these. I got this thru, which is also Lion brand. This one's 100% rayon from bamboo, and it's really, really soft. And I'm gonna use this to make scrunchies as well. And then I got Baby Soft, which is also Lion brand. Lion brand was on sale, so I ended up with a bunch of it. And I think I'm also gonna use this to make scrunchies. I really love scrunchies, and they're really perfect for holiday knitting. So that's why I got a bunch of yarn for scrunchie making. And then these were on clearance. This is Big Twist Gentle, which is an anti-pilling acrylic. And it was like $3 on clearance. So I got 2 of these. I either want to make a hat or balaclava, or maybe a scarf. I also had the idea to make like fingerless mittens, so something like that, just like an accessory, a cold weather accessory, because I don't really like wear red very much, but I think a pop of red in like a beanie or some gloves or something would be really cute. So that's like my little yarn haul. So my other hobby, you might be able to tell, is sewing. I really like making little project bags. And so I like to pick up like little bits of fabric, like remnants and fat quarters and things to use to make bags. So at Joann's, I also got some fat quarters. So these were on sale. And so I just got some cute colors. I thought these all looked really cute together. This one I already have a fat quarter of, but I won't use it because I love the fabric too much. So I grabbed another one so that I will actually use it. And then I found this remnant too. The remnants were like 50% off. and I think I might have even gotten more than 50% off. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, it's a little different for me, but I thought it was really fun. And it's cow print that has glitter in it. It's so silly, but it ended up only being like $4 or $5 for almost a yard of this. So yeah, I think this will be really fun. But it's super, super different. Also at Joann's, I ended up with some other fabrics earlier in the month. So this was from the other day. And I told myself I wasn't gonna get fabric the other day and I still got these, but it's fine. So I ended up with these things from Joann's earlier this month. And so like on my project bags, I use ribbons for the drawstring ties like this on here a lot. So whenever I find cute ribbons, I will pick some up. And I bought these to go with these fabrics I'm gonna show you too. So these are the ribbons I picked up, and here are the fabrics. So these are for a bag. So this will be the outer fabric and the inner fabric. I'm planning to make a project bag for somebody as a present, and I just thought that this strawberries fabric with the butterflies is so pretty. And I think the green will look really nice on the inside. And then I was thinking for the drawstrings on this, either this black and white polka dot one or like this just simple burlappy kind of one. I think either of those would look really cute. And so that's the first little set of fabric. And then these two, I found this bird Christmas like birds fabric and it's sparkly. This was in the clearance section, so it was only like a few dollars a yard. And I have kind of a thing for birds, and so I picked it up. And then I picked out this red gingham to go with it. So I'll do the lining of the bag with this red gingham, and then this will be the outside. And I got this one to go with it. It's a little thicker than what I usually use, but I thought that it would look really nice. I have also lots of other ribbons that could possibly go with it too, but yeah, so that's that one. And then this one I also found on sale. This is flannel. It's just really, really, really soft, like brushed flannel, and I just couldn't pass it up. I got like 3 yards of this. It's just so pretty. I couldn't not get it. I don't have like something super planned for this, but I am thinking about making pillowcases for our bed with this. But yeah, if you have any other ideas for projects to make with like a nice flannel, let me know, because I'm definitely open to ideas. I have a lot of fabric. So yeah, I really love this. It's so pretty. It's kind of an impulse buy, but it's fine. So those were all like from Joann's. This bag is really crinkly, so forgive me, I will try to cut out the noises. But I went to a more local fabric like quilting shop to pick up some background fabric for a quilted wall hanging that I'm going to make. I have like a kit, but you have to buy your own like background, backing, and binding fabrics. So I just picked up the background fabric so that I could start. And then I obviously can't resist like fat quarters and eighths and yards and remnants. So I got some of those. So let me pull them out for you. Okay, I don't think that bag noise was too horrible. So this is the background fabric I picked. It's just kind of, it's called like vintage white, I think. So it's just like a slightly creamy white. And that's just going to be for a quilted wall hanging, like I mentioned. And then, so this is a fat quarter that I picked up. I can't resist a cute like ditzy floral. And then these are fat eighths, which I've not seen before, but I thought was really fun, especially if you're going to do like quilted bags and things like this. These seem perfect for that. So I got this sort of like gray plaid. I got this one, which I'm not super sure what's happening on here. There's like horses and maybe like hay bales and stuff. But I thought it was really cute and I love blue. And then this one, this is like dark green, but it might be kind of hard to see. There's like forest animals. So there's like an owl, a rabbit, a fox, some like acorns and leaves and flowers and stuff. So I thought that was really pretty. And then this one, this beautiful star fabric with just like these light green stars on cream. It's so pretty. So I thought all of these like kind of went pretty well together. Maybe less the blue, but yeah, I thought these looked really cute together. And then the last of the fabric, I saw they had like yard remnants, and they were like 3 for $20 or something. They were like a bundled sale, and I can't resist that. So I got 3 of these, and each one should be about a yard. I thought this was very autumnal and pretty. This one is just gorgeous. It's like very dainty. So pretty. And then this one is like the complete opposite. This is like very vibrant and fun. And of course also florals. I also love that they tie all of their remnants and stuff with these like little leftover fabric bits. I think it's so cute, and I will probably use these to tie remnants and things or put them in my journal. Yeah, I thought these were so pretty. I'm so excited about all of these little fabrics that I got. And I am like so excited to make bags. I love making bags, and I'm just like also a bag girly. I can never have too many bags, so very excited for these. And then one more thing that I got too, this is a little bit random, but I got it like a home store next to the quilt shop. I've been looking for a little creamer pitcher for like a year and a half now. Ever since we went to Europe and I got tea and they would bring me like my milk in a tiny little pitcher like this, I've wanted one so badly. And I've seen them before and kicked myself for not picking one up. And so when I saw this little guy, I jumped on it. And it ended up being 20% off too, which was really, really awesome. But yeah, I just thought it was very cute. And it makes me really excited to like make my tea and have my little creamer guy. It's so silly, but also like I drink tea every day, and I've been wanting to, you know, get my teapot out and have like a pot of tea, and this will be perfect for that, to have like a little thing of creamer as well, or milk. And yeah, why not like make our everyday things a little bit more special, right? So I'm very excited about this. I think that's everything I had on my little agenda to talk about today, but hopefully that was enjoyable for you. Definitely let me know if you're interested in some of like my other hobbies as well. I'm so curious to know what people's other hobbies are. It's so fun, and I feel like we all have a lot of overlap too. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends!